you want to try keto diet, what's the first thing you need to do? You need to go get yourself a food scale if you don't have one. Get an app to track food on your phone. I use Chronometer. We love that. It's super awesome. And a blood testing kit that tests both glucose and ketones. We use Keto Mojo. So then what I would do is start a day or two just getting familiar with those things, weighing food, like how much, and don't try to change anything. Just see what's your baseline. What is it like to write down how much you eat and weigh it out and know how many carbs it is or how many grams of protein or fat? Because that's very educational, whether you do keto or not. It's kind of cool to know, like, oh, I eat like 180. I was 180 carbs a day, grams of carbs, and I don't even eat gluten. So it's pretty easy to get high up on carbs. I think that's just a day or two. Expect that. Get your baseline. And maybe you're thinking about goals. I'm not a huge goal setter, but why would you want to do this? Do you want to feel better, mentally clear? Do you want to lose weight, sleep better, lower your blood pressure, prevent diabetes? What are your reasons? There's so many great benefits of this way of eating. And then if you were to do it and you're like, oh, I want to do this, but I need some hand holding. That's what I'm thinking I can help with. But you would have to do these things on your own anyway. And then a big part for me is the food. So once you get a sense of, I can eat an ounce of macadamia nuts as a snack, and that's about 20 nuts. That stuff helps. So like you're going to be gone for the day and you're going, what am I going to eat? Because once you get out there, and it's a little more difficult to stick with the program if you're going to be eating out or not have a place to go. So you bring snacks like that you can eat. And I love macadamia nuts, but yours might be avocado or peanut butter and celery or a big chunk of cheese. So you want to know what you can eat and have that with you, especially like in your car. I found a bar at Trader Joe's that it has 11 grams of carbs. Most of them are much higher than that and would be your entire day's count. So they don't work. But I do have a couple of bars in my car for that kind of thing. Like if I'm out all day and I'm going to get hungry. And then I also like to think of the week ahead. So I made meatballs in beautiful marinara sauce last night, and we served them over a bed of beautiful greens, kale and collards, and in a sort of, not sardines, anchovy, olive oil paste. They were so good. And we'll have that again, like the next night, tomorrow night. We have fish is a great dinner because fish is really high in protein and has no carbs and some good fats, but also you can cook it in butter or garlic butter, and it's just a good dinner. So I like that, thinking through. And is there anything else? I think that would get you going. So a lot of people need to read and do research, and that's not my forte. My partner's done most of that. He's very thorough, and I've just on his coattails. But I know the Keto Mojo, where we get our blood test kit, has great resources and videos as well. And then there's a bunch of information. We use Healthline as our kind of go-to online medical. Healthline has some good keto stuff. There's tons written on it, so I can leave that up to you if you need to do that. Oh, and I know I'm not going to be medical or anything, but good to go get your baseline blood test get your CBC and your CMP, just to see where you're at with your micronutrient and certainly cholesterol levels and things. I just went today, actually, after 3 weeks to see how I'm doing. And we use Life Extension. I don't know. That is such an awesome resource. You can get blood. You don't need a doctor, and you get blood requisitions, and then you go to a LabCorp or somewhere nearby, and you can find out your results and talk to their wellness experts. You don't have to go through a doctor. You get all the information. So that is that. And that was my longest video, over 5 minutes. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully they're helping.